Hey, what up? If you would, hey, what up? If you're new to this channel, welcome to Love Broke the Chains, where we speak the truth in love. My name is Alexis, and today I'll be sharing a short version of my testimony. A couple things that I've overcome is lesbianism, addiction to sex, addiction to porn, hatred for men, fear of men, father issues, just a long list of brokenness that I had, and here we are. The truth is, I could have listed 800 different things. A lot of people would have just geared toward, you used to be a lesbian. So this is for the Christians. This is for those who are not Christian. This is for those who are in the LGBTQ community. This is for those who wish to talk to somebody in their family that is LGBTQ or anything of that sort. You used to date only women. Matter of fact, I've only dated women in my dating career. I started having feelings for girls when I was noticeably when I was 13. Truthfully, I pretty much had them all my life. I just kind of always looked at the girls, always clicked towards the girls more than the guys. Would have games where, playing house and things of that sort. Just always trying to kiss girls, and but never really thought about it. Never really thought about why or what it was about until I got to 8th grade, and I had like this huge crush on this girl. I just wanted to pursue her, and I was just like, why do I feel this way? And it really happened because she proclaimed lesbianism so loud, and I was just like, a lesbian? And it kind of just piqued my interest in girls and what I thought about them. Then on, I continued to pursue girls. I started to dress more masculine clothes because I didn't like guys looking at me. I kind of had to put on that persona because it was like I wore the clothes, so I have to wear the feel behind it too. But really, it was just that I didn't like the gaze of male attention, and I didn't like males, and I hated men, and I feared them. And so it was a lot of mixed emotions that I was dealing with. And so I had about 2 serious relationships, but I was out here in these streets. The most serious relationship I had was about 3 years with this girl who I planned on marrying and moving in with. The Lord just kind of shut that joint down. It was like, nah, fam, that's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? Has the Lord ever done that to you? You just have plans and you thought, 2 years out in the relationship, my sister had invited me to a Love Broke the Chains conference that was hosted by Apostle Nataki. I mean, not because I was lesbian, but because a friend had ditched out, and she was like, I just really don't want to go alone. And I was like, yeah, do it. And there, the Lord had really began to speak to me. I could hear him clearly. Now, I had spiritual experiences my entire life. Always would see things, always would dream of things, always felt things that my family didn't feel. Couldn't answer questions because they just didn't know. In 9th grade, I was very suicidal and just depressed and just low self-esteem, low feelings, just low altogether. I planned on taking my life by way of pain pills, and as I was pouring the pills into my hand, I heard a very strong, loud, calm voice say no. And it was in the midst of me just hearing I wasn't worthy, that I was invisible, that nobody cared if I'd be gone. I was hearing all these voices, and all of a sudden, as I'm pouring the pills into my hand, I just hear no. And I was just like, and I knew it was God, and I just knew in me that God was real. So when I went to this conference and I heard the same voice begin to speak to me, just as he did many years before, and he was speaking, and just was saying that this is the church that I was going to, that I needed to go to, that this is the pastor that I needed to be under, that he had things for me, that what I was doing was not what he wanted for me. And that's what he was saying. He wasn't saying stop being gay right now. No, he was saying this is not what I have for you. And I remember it clearly because he said it multiple times. I was just conflicted because I was in love, and I planned on, like, I didn't know how to deal with the feelings. And I'm like, but I love her, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, love covers multitude of sin. Isn't that your word? Isn't that what you said? And he like, you taking that way out of context, but okay. About a year later, I actually ended up, me and the girl that I was with, we both were feeling these feelings of conviction while together, because we really started to grow in our relationship with God. And she came to me, and I knew I had to break up with her. And she came to me, she looked me in the eye, and she said, "Is our relationship affecting your relationship with God?" And I just started to bawl. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yes. And we started this journey that was long and difficult and needed to be set apart. But me and that girl are now best friends. I was actually maid of honor at her wedding. And it took a process. And now 4 years later, what are words later? 4 years later, I am fully set free from dating women and wanting to date women. But that's not the biggest part of my testimony. If she can do it, you can do it too. It's like the goal is to date the other sex, and that's not the case, because I was still lust driven. I still had pornography issues. I still had father issues. I still had men issues. Those are things that had to be dealt with. Apostle Nataki Tonkin, she counseled me for a year, and these were things that we had to deal with. There were problems. There were deeply rooted problems on the inside of me that was more than just a lesbianism. Me being lesbian was just the icing on the cake. Was just the cover of it all. Me just like me dressing in men clothing. You would think that if you saw me, you would think that I thought masculine, or that I wanted to be a boy, which wasn't the case. I was, stop staring at me like I'm the last slice of pie in your grandmother's fridge has been sitting here for 2 days waiting on you, soaking in all the cinnamons and the spices and the sweets and the brown sugar and the vanilla, and you just like, stop looking at me like you hungry all the time. I'm just here to say that God is real. His love is real. It is transforming. For who the Son sets free is free indeed. That the only way to heaven is through Jesus Christ. He is the only Lord, the only God. And He's why I am where I am. He's why I feel whole. I don't feel broken. I don't hate men. And I'm not addicted to one thing anymore. Whether that be women or lust or perversion or just really anything. I was dealing with a lot. It's a lot going on, guys. I just want to let you know that I love you. And I hope this blessed you. And I hope that you subscribe to our channel. Make sure to comment, like, and to do all those wonderful things that we need to make this channel grow. Make sure to share this video. If you want to share this video, please do. Okay? Share it with a friend. Share it with a loved one. Share it with yourself. I don't know. We've all done it. You've tagged yourself. You've tagged a friend and tagged yourself. We're in the age of the internets, and they're undefeated. I love you. Love broke the chains. Speak the truth in love. I'm Alexis, and I will see you again next video. Deuces.